On the planet, few animals are as perilous as lions. They exhibit aggression while defending their cubs, territory, or pursuing prey. However, when a lion stumbled upon an abandoned baby leopard, it surprised experts by displaying an unexpected behavior. Meanwhile, Stotra Chakraborty, a postdoctoral researcher, had a keen interest in studying animal behavior, pursuing his passions and aspirations. Over the years, he had been studying the causes and triggers of various animal behaviors. During his research, he observed some remarkable interactions between different species of animals. One day, while studying the animals, he witnessed an unusual event involving a lion and a cub. It's rare to see animals from different species interacting with each other in the animal kingdom, which is why Stotra and the other experts at the park were concerned when the lion approached the cub. However, to their surprise, the lion came up with an extraordinary plan. Stotra explained, lions and leopards are natural rivals and often compete for resources such as territory and food. They are in a constant state of conflict. As they watched the lion approaching the cub, everyone held their breath, knowing the typical behavior of these animals from years of study. It seemed evident that the lion was going to attack and feast on the cub, and what happened next only reinforced their expectations. Suddenly, the lion halted in its tracks and concealed itself in the grass while stalking the baby leopard, causing the researchers to worry. Lions have relatively small hearts and lungs and are not fast runners, so they depend on stalking their prey until it's within close range or when the prey is distracted. To avoid being noticed or scaring away the prey, they hide in the grass until the perfect moment to attack. The lion was doing precisely that. For the next 15 minutes, the lion remained motionless. Lying in the grass, it kept a watchful eye on the baby leopard, observing and analyzing its every move. The experts watched with bated breath, hoping against all odds that the baby leopard would remain in its position. If it were to move, it would be walking straight into the lion's trap. For the next 5 minutes, the whole space was quiet, and one could even hear the sound of a pin drop. No one made a move. Not the lion, not the cub, or even the men watching. But a few minutes later, one of the animals broke the silence, reacting to an irresistible impulse. The lion suddenly stood up from a hiding, looked in the direction of the cub, and let out a very dull roar. And then she went into hiding again. Why was she roaring? Was she trying to scare the cub away? Or did she want him to come closer? Worse off, would the cub fall for the lion's trick? Unfortunately, he did. The baby leopard got up and walked in the lion's direction. When he got to very close to where the lion lay, he sat beside the grass. This little animal didn't even know the lion was hiding in the grass, so he just continued playing in the sand, trying to kill boredom. By then the lion raised her head and was now staring intently at the leopard. It started to seem like there was no way out for the animal, but the lion still didn't make any move. Was she having second thoughts? Was she trying to calculate her moves? The experts thought. Just then the lion got up and with full force, she charged towards the cub. With their jaws dropped, the experts knew it was time to interfere and save the baby leopard. Just as they were about to do that, the lion suddenly stopped in her tracks. She approached the blue-eyed leopard gently. It was as if she was careful not to startle him. The experts continued to watch, filled with awe. You see, this lion had recently given birth to 2 cubs, and she was a great mom. I have seen the way she takes care of her cubs. She handles them with care. One of the men said. So when the lion caught up with the baby leopard, a powerful maternal instinct took over. She caressed the leopard's skin, and the little one instantly felt safe with the king of the jungle. From that moment, she cared for her like her own litter. Each time she went hunting, she kept the leopard in mind and returned with food for her. But this lion wasn't the only friendly one. Her cubs also extended the arms of friendship to their siblings. They played together and followed him up the tree. Here is one of the beautiful moments. The leopard pounced on the head of one of his adoptive brothers. This unlikely association was surely the most wow moment I've come across. I have never seen anything like this. This beautiful relationship went on for a month, until one day the experts found the leopard's dead body near a watering hole. A necropsy revealed the animal had most likely died because of a femoral hernia he had since birth. Although it's sad that the leopard didn't stay for a long time, it's a beautiful feeling knowing he had the best times ever with a family different from his. When this lioness hunted one antelope's mother down, she turned towards its calf and did this. One photographer, Audrey DeFissa, worked at Queen Elizabeth National Park in Uganda. He enjoyed taking pictures of wildlife and nature. He was also fascinated by lions and loved to take pictures of them. However, oftentimes he was only opportune to capture pictures of these ferocious beasts while they were hunting or walking with their pride. But one day he got the chance to capture an encounter that would last a long time in his mind. I have been here for several years and I have taken pictures of all kinds. However, I was hoping someday I would capture a rare and heartfelt moment that I would take with me everywhere I go, Audrey said. One day while at the park, Audrey heard that 2 lions were feasting on an antelope. Immediately, he took his camera and headed to the scene. I almost went back midway. I had already taken several shots of lions hunting on their prey, so I thought, what would be different about this? Anyway, I still went ahead. I would have been filled with regret had I turned back. I wouldn't even forgive myself, Audrey explained. On getting there, the lionesses were almost done, feasting on the carcass, but Audrey, not wanting to feel like he had come for nothing, still took some pictures. Soon he would learn he was actually there for a different reason. When they were done feasting, one of the lions walked away while another retreated to the shade of a nearby tree to rest. For the next 5 minutes, Audrey watched the lion intently. Was he going to search for another prey or just sleep it off? Whatever the lion ended up doing, Audrey wanted to see it, and he didn't feel any desire to leave the scene. It was as if he could tell that something spectacular was about to happen. Well, his guts were right. Moments later, Audrey heard a noise from a corner surrounded by bushes, and before he even had any time to guess, the antelope's offspring popped out. Apparently, he had gone into hiding when the lion attacked his mother. When I saw the baby antelope, I froze. He probably thought the lion had walked away, and it just came out, as if he was looking for something. But unlike Audrey had thought, this antelope was aware. The lion was sitting under the tree shade, and once he got out, he started walking towards the huge animal. When this happened, I held my breath and feared for the little one, Audrey said. Shortly after the antelope fled, the lion caught sight of it and stood on its 4 legs, appearing poised to attack. However, it remained still and did not make a move. For the next 45 minutes, the lion kept its gaze fixed on the antelope but refrained from pouncing. Feeling safe in the presence of the lion, the innocent animal disregarded any caution and approached the lion. It even crawled between the lion's legs as if seeking nourishment. Upon witnessing this, I was almost brought to tears. The lion allowed the calf to interact with it in this way, which was nothing short of extraordinary. As time passed, the lion also reciprocated the calf's gentle actions, even raising its paws to caress the animal. All of this happened so suddenly, and Audrey managed to capture it all on camera. While hoping that the interaction would continue, the roar of the park ranger's motorcycle frightened the animals. The lion then did something incredibly heartwarming. It picked up the baby leopard by the nape of its neck and carried it away as if it were one of its own cubs. The beautiful encounter stayed with me for weeks, and I couldn't get over it. It was an adorable sight to behold. A few weeks later, a group of tourists caught sight of the baby leopard with the lion and observed that they looked fantastic together, as if they had formed a strong bond. I hope you liked this video. Please share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.